Hello, fifth graders. I'm going to show you how to create your art project for today. This is a quick project. It hopefully will only take you today, maybe a little bit into next class. But what you're going to be creating is one of these squares. They are 3 inches by 3 inches. Every fifth grader at Clear Springs is going to make one. And then what we're going to do with them is we're going to hang them in the hallway, kind of in between the fifth grade wing and the gym. And when they all come together, they're going to create a really big community art piece. And it's only fifth grade that's doing this. So I'm really excited. It's going to be fantastic. So let me show you what you're going to do first. I'm going to just set these aside. You're going to get one 3 by 3 square. They're not very big. And then you're going to need a pencil with an eraser, make sure that's on there, and a ruler. Now we're not going to do any measuring today, so don't worry about that. The ruler is just to help us keep a straight edge. And the first thing you want to do is I want to go from one corner to the other corner. So I'm going to line it up the best that I can. It might not be perfect, and that's okay. And then I'm going to lightly draw a line straight across. And I say lightly because you're going to color over it with colored pencils. So I always like to pretend that I'm drawing on a potato chip, because if I were drawing on a potato chip and I pressed really hard, that chip would break. So draw lightly, that's where we're starting. Your next step is you need to decide how many dots you want to put along this line. You can put 4 to 7 dots, no more or no less. So let me show you my other examples again. This one had, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots on that one. And this one didn't have 5, it had 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can tell they're not evenly spaced. I kind of just put them wherever I wanted to. You don't need to measure. So I did 4 and 5. Let's do 6 on this one. Put 1, 2, let's put 1, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, let's put 1, not quite in the middle. 6. Once I have my dots, here's the next step. Using your ruler, just as a straight edge, you want to line it up. I'm going to start on this side, up in this corner. So I want to line that there. And then I want it to go to every dot. So this might take a little bit of time. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Draw lightly. So I'm going to go just to that dot. I'm going to swing. It helps me if I can hold my ruler up here, always on that corner. And then I can kind of just swing my ruler around the best that I can. Ooh, where'd that dot go? Okay, that one moved on me. So I'm gonna move it again. And you might find a different way that works best for you. Ooh, this one's gonna be really skinny. Okay, once I've done it to one side, I want to do the same thing on this side. All right, I'm done drawing all my lines, and now the next part is to color. You're only going to choose 2 colors. So you can approach that in a lot of different ways. It could just be your favorite colors. Maybe you choose the colors of a favorite sports team. Maybe you want to do complementary colors. So orange and blue, red and green, yellow and purple. Those are the complementary colors. However you want to decide, but you're only going to use 2. And if you notice on these, half of my square is really, really dark and the other half is light. That just creates the illusion that these squares are 3-dimensional, and when we hang them on the wall, they're going to look 3D, even though they're not. So for this one, I chose dark green and yellow, and you're gonna decide how you wanna start. So I'm just gonna start in the middle. And when choosing a lighter color, this pencil's gonna come through, but that's okay. And then I would go ahead, and this is my dark side. So I'm pressing hard, not too hard that my pencil breaks, but hard enough. And then I'm gonna skip this one, I'm gonna go to the next one. And I'd like to outline first. Just helps me see where my colors are. Okay, and I'm gonna put this one down, and I'm just gonna do my green ones. So again, I'm gonna do the dark side first. I wanna just take my time. That dark color covered up my pencil mark, so that's nice. Again, I'm pressing pretty hard on that pencil. And then I would do these and finish the dark. Then I would go to your other side, and this side's gonna be light, so you don't wanna push hard. Again, you wanna pretend that you're drawing on that potato chip and you don't want it to break. So I just go light. And it's still dark. I didn't go as light as I could, but it's lighter than this side. That's what we want. And then let's do a yellow one. And yellow can be hard, but I'm just barely gonna hold my pencil. And I colored that one in. Now I'm gonna finish this here in a minute so you can see that. As you're working, you might need to sharpen your pencil, and we have these little metal sharpeners in a little cup. If you sharpen, please sharpen over the cup because it gets really messy, and this isn't our classroom. Sharpen over the cup, and when it's cleanup time, you can empty that. And to sharpen, out of focus, you just have to go slow and take your time, okay? All right. All right, here's my finished product. Let me get it closer. You can see my dark side, my light side, and I'm gonna put it with my other ones just so you can see what it's gonna start to look like when we add all of them together on the wall.